Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rojales in Spain. Yep, me and my wife were on holiday here, but as I've done in previous holiday locations, I thought I'd do a live broadcast. Now, just to let you know that the time here at the moment is 7:15 in the evening, España time. So that means it's 6:15 in the United Kingdom and 1:15 in the afternoon in the United States or somewhere like that. As to the rest of the world, I'm not quite sure. Hi, Stefan. How are you? Hi, Emma. Nice to see you. Emma, today we almost went to Torrevieja. We were quite close. We had something there, had some lunch. Everything was cool. It's really nice to see you guys, anyways. But I thought I would do a little video live here, and as you can see behind me, the weather's nice. Let me show you the villa. There's the villa, very nice. There's the pool, etc. Very, very nice indeed. We're staying in a friend's villa in Rojales. I hope I'm saying that right. Not very far from Torrevieja. A few miles down the road is Alicante. Anyway, I've written some notes. And I thought I would do something really quickly. The first thing I want to talk about is SSG and the 747-8 Intercontinental. And I don't know whether anybody saw this, but Governor Stitt, and I can't remember, I think he was from Oregon, I'm not quite sure, but Governor Stitt was in a simulator, which is a Boeing simulator at the Avid Center, that's AVID, and the aircraft that he was flying was the Boeing 747-8I from SSG. So I just wanted to say congratulations to SSG. Well done. I think that's fantastic that that not only is your aircraft in a Boeing simulator, but the governor of that state actually flew it this afternoon. You can find the video on BBC. If you just put in Google Governor Stitt Boeing simulator, it will come up. And I think that's really good. So many congratulations to SSG. Whilst the 747 is not entirely, what's the word I'm looking for? Level D, but it's very functional. It works and it does a great job, and the exterior modeling is fantastic. It's brilliant. If you're tuning in, please say hello, and so I know that you're there, and I can see your chat coming up. So any questions, I'll try and answer them. You'll notice my glasses unfortunately react to light, so if you want to see my eyes, that's what they look like. Temperature today has been 27 degrees. It's been really nice. Anyway. Moving on from that, I saw a post today about ex-organizer from Darren Foe. Darren, he's been a member of X-Plane Dedicated for some time, and his post said that ex-organizer just doesn't work at all. So anyway, X-Organizer does work, but as I explained in a post, what X-Organizer tends to do, it tends to put everything in alphabetical order. And as we well know, within the X-Plane environment, there is no kind of conventions, there are no standardizations. So, for example, I could call my scenery of Cardiff International, but somebody else would call it EGFF, and maybe then somebody would call it EGFF Cardiff. So you might have 3 different names for it. And so what X-Organizer does, it likes to put things in alphabetical order. And so what happens is that you'll have scenery, plugins, and all sorts of other stuff, whatever in there, going in alphabetical order. And that causes problems. So what can I say? You can get X-Organizer to work. I'm sorry, the squeaking you can hear is Frank. Frank is here on holiday with us. We drove down from the UK, so yeah, Frank with his toy squeaking. There you go, boy. So X-Organizer does work, but as I say, you need to maybe sort things out yourself a little bit, or rename things into a standardized way. Personally, my personal opinion, is that it's easier for me to just organize my scenery ini file manually. I'm sorry about the squeaking, Frank. Okay, so that's X Organizer. It does work, and it's good. You just need to sort just need to sort things out a little while. All right, mate. Moving on, something I saw, and I was really upset about this, and this was about the theft of intellectual property. This really annoyed me. I saw this morning, and the X-Trident Bell 412 has been stolen by somebody, and they're selling it as if it's their product. We've seen this happen before with certain products, but this one is really blatant. There is a post on Explain Dedicated on the Facebook page, and I would like you to go and have a look at that. And the post has been shared all around the world on different Facebook pages. Unfortunately, because of this, X-Trident are actually deciding that they may pull out, that they just may stop developing and stop selling their product because somebody has stolen it. They put it on a website or whatever, and they're trying to sell it as their own product, which I think is fairly, that is disgusting. It's not even reverse engineering. It is just blatant theft, copyright theft of intellectual property, and I just think it's wrong. It's just not right at all. And I'd be really interested to see what your comments are. So if you could put a comment below about that, go and find it. It's on the Explain Dedicated Facebook page. Go and find it. It's the X-Trident Bell 412. And have a read through and put a comment below about what you think about it, because I know what I think about it, and I think theft of that kind is not really good. Granny Gordo says he thinks that's very bad. Yurik High Keen Homie 123, he also agrees. He thinks that's bad. I'm just flicking back through some of the comments here. Emma says that she finds this hilarious because the house is nearly identical to the one that her parents live in Torrevieja. Stefan Dawes, any thoughts on the Fly J Sim shared cockpit announcement? I'll come back to that in a minute, Stefan. Right, that's about it at the moment. What was that? Stefan Dawes says he finds it easier to order his scenery in a file himself, and I tend to agree with that. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on from the Trident Bell 412 debacle and the intellectual property theft, I want to talk about the 3D Eiger Park. This has been released by Frank Delanese and Fabio Bellini, and it's absolutely incredible. I mean, I got the Matterhorn 3D pack, which is absolutely superb. I mean, if you like flying around mountains or taking helicopter flights to some of these out of the place heliports and what have you, absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible stuff. But what they've released, they've released 3D Eiger Park, which once again is a mountainous region. It's around Mount Eiger. Whoops, and it just looks superb. I haven't had, obviously, I'm here in Spain, so I haven't had a chance to review it properly. When I get home, I'll review it properly. We'll have a really good look at it. But their work is absolutely superb, and not only are we talking about terrain mesh, which gives you fantastic mountains and what have you, but we're talking about overlays and also custom scenery, autogen. It just looks superb. If you can, you get yourself a copy of that, okay? So finally, what I want to talk about, and I think it's appropriate, especially looking at the sky here, looking at the sky today, I want to talk about weather engines. Negro, I'm great. But I want to talk about weather engines because I've noticed a number of posts talking about weather engines, talking about Active Sky XP, talking about Ultra Weather XP, talking about SkyMax Pro, and numerous others. Now, yeah, I think you need to realize that there is you need to figure out what it is exactly that you're getting. Okay, so let me break it down for you. I can move my notes out of the way. So in Xplane, you have the default weather system. Okay, now the default weather system in Xplane is a weather engine. That means it depicts what the real world weather is. And also within Xplane, you've got a set of clouds. And the weather engine will try to place those clouds into the environment as it is in the real world. So looking at this sky here, okay, this sky here, Xplane will try to replicate that. Okay, it won't do it that well. It'll try its very, very best. So what you can do then is you can get extra cloud textures. Okay, so you can get extra cloud textures for default Xplane, and those extra cloud textures, and I can't remember the names of them, there's so many, they will try to replicate this. Okay, so that is default. Some of the cloud textures are free, Nick. Some of them are free. Some of them are payware. So that's Xplane and it's default. Then there's something called SkyMax Pro, which is what I use, and I'm very happy with SkyMax Pro. Now, what SkyMax Pro does is a cloud set. Okay, it's a set of clouds that have been designed by John Spann. John Spann and Frank Kane, they worked together to create a weather depiction program called SkyMax Pro. And SkyMax Pro is just clouds, okay? But they also created something called Real Weather Connector. And the Real Weather Connector, what that does, it tries to depict the clouds that have been created by Frank Kane and John Spann to look like this, okay? Then there is something called FSGRW, Flight Simulator Global Real Weather. Now, what FSGRW does, that is a weather engine. Okay, so SkyMax Pro and Real Weather Connector, they're just depictions of clouds. They're just extra clouds. FSGRW is a weather engine, and what that tries to do is replicate this exactly. Okay, so that's SkyMax Pro, Real Weather Connector, and FSGRW. Now, and that is dynamic. Okay, so SkyMax Pro is dynamic. Frank, stop it. So that is dynamic, and what happens is if you see the clouds moving here, you'll see the clouds moving in your simulator. Ultra Weather XP is cloud. So it's cloud replacement, but it's not a weather engine. Okay, so it's cloud replacement and it is not a weather engine, but it will use Xplane's default weather engine to try and create this. Now, Ultra Weather XP does it very, very well. It's very, very good. I like it. There are a couple of things about it that I don't like, and no matter what I do, I cannot alleviate that. Although I am aware that Ultra Weather XP, only this last week, whilst I've been on holiday, has had another update. So when I get back to the UK, I will try it again, okay? Ultra Weather XP, what have I done? I've done default, SkyMax Pro, Ultra Weather XP, Active Sky XP, okay? Which is the new kid on the block. Active Sky XP at the moment is only cloud replacement, although they are developing a weather engine, I believe. Until such time as they develop a weather engine, you can use Xplane default weather engine, or you can use FSGRW weather engine. It's all very, very confusing. There's so much. And what you really, really need to do is you need to look at all of them, look at all the reviews, and try to figure out which one you need. Hang on. No, Active Sky is a weather engine, not the other way around. Okay, so I haven't got Active Sky, and I haven't reviewed it, and I'm not likely to review it, but I'm being told it is a weather engine. I didn't think it was. I thought it was just cloud replacement. So I'm okay about that. I'm happy to be corrected. And I would really like to review it. In fact, I think I will. Anyway, what I guess I'm trying to say is, with all these weather cloud depictions and weather engines and defaults, you've really got to look at them. You know, you've got to look at them all. I've done countless reviews on weather and weather engines and replacements and all the rest of it. You've got to look at it and choose which one you want, really, and take it from there. As we can see here in the comments, people are saying they like SkyMax. I like SkyMax. SkyMax for me would look like this. Anyway, there we go. So 15 minutes of live broadcast. It's time for me to go and get something to eat. My wife at the moment, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's doing the dishwasher and the washing machine. Who knows? So let me pick the phone up. Show Emma the house again. There we go. Very nice indeed. The pool and the dog. Frank, you're on camera. Anything to say? No. All right. We'll pick this up. Pick this toy up. Give him a throw over there. There we go. I hope everybody's okay. You have a good time. And I'll be back in the UK in 8-10 days, something like that. I'm loving it out here, having a brilliant time. Just been out to a bar, had some beer. We're gonna have food. So I'll see you all soon. You take care. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Dislike it, thumbs down. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified when I go live or I upload videos at any time. We'll see you all soon, and cheerio. All right, how do we stop this? Oh, there we go. See ya. Bye.